Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. It's Week 12 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles taking on Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks.
We're just a stone's throw from the Delaware River. We've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying fly, Eagles, fly, as they get ready to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard. They got 8 yards there.
Third down.
On third down, Carson. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. And hang on here because the running back, Chris Carson, yet to get up after that play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead,
to him, he could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. His pass caught at the 4. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a third and goal.
It's now third and goal.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
To throw is Wentz. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Dallas Goedert, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
if you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now he can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
This is DJ Reed returning. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to
this game. And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Boston Scott, his first carry. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Brings up 4th. Okay, so you just took the big loss. Now what are you doing on 4th down?
Well, we have a change of plans now is what we have, because I think they were looking at the play sheet, trying to dial something up to go for it on 4th down. But after that loss, that goes right out the window. Now you have to kick the field goal and hope to come back down the next time and score.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there. He's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead.
For the point after.
And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
And 10 yards to go.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Rager, incomplete. It's now 4th down.
Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that'll push the lead up to 17. And Charles, when you start talking about NFL kickers that have hit from 62 or further, it's a pretty short list, isn't it?
That it is, but how about the trust by a head coach to even let your kicker try from that range? That's really showing a lot of faith that he can get the job done.
Yeah, faith and guts. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Operating from the gun. Wilson. Forced out, and he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Touchdown.
Russell Wilson. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Seahawks capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6. It's up, it's good. That'll make the scoreline 20-10. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was Russell Wilson finishing things off with a touchdown run. Taken in the end zone. And this will not. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Ball carrier.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter. No time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same.
Tyler Lockett. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Wilson's pass.
Tyler Lockett, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on. And remember what I said, it's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically, they got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a
pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
Jake Elliott.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post-grab?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
The run after through the raindrops, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And a decent return out to the 27-yard 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 21-yard line.
Now Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. The 40. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett. 79 yards. And the Seahawks have made this a 1-score game. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. Bruce Irvin, his 2nd sack of the night. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that's caught inside the 30.
You got to love it, baby.
He'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And he's able to put it through. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25. The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. Shotguns. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This from 44 yards out, left hash. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13.
Makes the score Eagles.
So they settle for just the 3 to clearly right now. Anything helps trying to salt this one away in the fourth.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
9 to 25. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. And he will find his man on the outside. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many, you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Philadelphia, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Seattle, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4
today. From Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. It's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports. And the Green Bay Packers taking on Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Clear skies, but pretty chilly. That's the situation in Green Bay, Coach. Actually had a dusting of an autumn snow last night, but that's gone, and we are set for football at Lambeau Field. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no run back here. Jones, here's Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The veteran tight end Mercedes Lewis, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead.
It is good.
And it's good to make it 7-0. That drive a long one, spanning 15 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would... And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Josh Jackson. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
33, Aaron Jones, the ball carrier.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Packers 7, Eagles nothing.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Rodgers. And Lewis has it, the tight end. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We sit there, stop the off.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jarius Wright with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
Great field position has to be one of the best friends an offense can have. And you don't have very far to go. You should cash it in with points.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the...
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Flushed out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Now Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Touchdown.
Taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score.
Well, they were backed up on 3rd and goal, and when you saw him starting to scramble, my thought process was he'll get what he can and maybe get out of bounds. But he got a little bit greedy there, and in this case, greed was good as he got into the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line, but still 4th down. So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football from triple out,
and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Number 88.
Dallas Goedert, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Now after the touch, taken in the end zone, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the to throw on 3rd down. Rodgers, 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
That ties the game at 17.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or
releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. 3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Here's Wentz to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Dallas Goedert with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Eagles have moved out in front. And he's got it up and through. A drive that time of 6 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone.
Jake Elliott to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be. We have not seen that much today. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. The Eagles on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. 3 touchdown Eagles add on to their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown.
For Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Loss on the play, not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Eagles 5-yard line.
And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
And goal.
One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Philadelphia, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Packers, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead, they fall to 5-7. And they'll look to get up to Detroit to take on the